No matter how hard the question is, it's not a good thing to actually give your examiner an I don't know answer, because she or he will not be able to assess your English ability. Welcome back to another episode of IELTS Speaking Survival Tip Series, where we answer questions that you send us and give you practical tips that could come in handy before and during the exam. For those who don't know me, my name is Casey, one of the experts here in IELTS Trainer Pro. If you haven't seen our previous videos, you could check out our speaking playlist in this YouTube channel. We'll link it in the description box below. Let's move on to a question from Kentaro from Fukuoka, Japan. He asked, Part 3 questions always make me nervous. Sometimes I don't have any idea about the topic, and I also can't talk longer than expected. What should I do? I'm glad you asked that, as Part 3 is actually where the examiners stretch your ability in the English language. So expect more challenging questions in this part of the speaking test. To help candidates like Kentaro go through with their Part 3, we will be giving you 3 tips that could help you extend your answers. And if you make it at the end of this video, we are going to give you a bonus tip to help you out with your Part 3 answers. Tip number 1, add explanations. Adding reasons to your answers could not only help you extend your answers, but also could develop your answers fully. So let's check out this question. What personalities should a good leader have? Here's an answer without explanations. In order to be a good leader, they should be a good communicator, decisive, optimistic, patient, and kind. This actually answered the question, but it is quite short and there is no explanation that could fully develop the answer. Let's check out another answer. Here's an answer with an explanation. In order to be a good leader, they should be a great communicator, because in a team, leaders are asked to give clear instructions and constructive feedback. This will help the team members to understand what they are working for. And as you can see, the answer does not only list down opinions, but they try to explain one opinion only. This way, the candidate would get a better score because he actually developed his answer. Tip number 2, give examples. Examples are a great way to extend your answers and clarify what you really wanted to say, especially if you weren't able to explain your answers fully. You could start off by saying, for instance, or for example. Or if you wanted to give your personal view, you could do so by starting off by in my experience or when I was young. If you really can't find any good examples in your head, you can make one up. Making one up will not mark you down. Actually, giving examples would make you gain more points from your examiner. Remember, they don't really care much about the information that you give, but they do care on how you actually use your English. Tip number 3, do not leave any questions unanswered. No matter how hard the question is, it's not a good thing to actually give your examiner an I don't know answer, because she or he will not be able to assess your English ability. You could still answer this by sharing what you heard or what you read, or even sharing your friends or family's experiences. You could start this by saying, I'm not exactly sure, however, if given the chance, I would. And you could share the experience of your family members or your friends, or you could also say this one. I'm not really familiar with this topic, however, from what I heard, and so on. You could extend your answers with that. So let's see how these patterns are used in an answer. The question is, what can new parents learn about parenting? Here's the answer for this one. You could pause this video if you wish to read the whole answer. So here's the bonus tip: stalling for time. There will be a moment wherein you cannot answer a difficult question right away and you need time to think. You could actually ask the examiner to wait for you by saying these phrases. That's a difficult one. Give me a moment. Or you could say, I've never thought about that before. Let me think. This way, your examiner would give you a bit of a time or probably seconds to think before answering. They won't mark you down when you ask them to give you time to think. However, you should not overuse these phrases for each questions in your Part 3. So there you have it, 3 tips on how to extend your answers in Part 3. Tip number 1, add explanation and then give examples, and do not leave any questions unanswered. Plus, you could use our phrases with the bonus tip of stalling for time. We hope that we answered your questions, Kentaro, and if you wish to join our classes and get proper feedback from an IELTS expert, the link is down below. You guys could give us your other IELTS questions and we'll try to answer them in our next video. Till then, please don't forget to click like, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this. You could also follow us in our other social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. See you!